Hi guys, it's Julie from cookedbyjulie.com. Today we're making fail-proof, fluffy arroz con pollo with bone-in chicken. This is packed with flavor, super easy to make. You're gonna love it. So let's get started. Okay, so when making arroz con pollo, two things to keep in mind. You don't want it sticky or bland. This is a fail-proof recipe. It's easy, but you just have to pay attention. Okay, let's go. Season that chicken, not just the skin. Get under the skin as well. I used kosher salt and black pepper. I didn't include the exact amount I used for the chicken because maybe you'll use 3 chicken thighs or 5, and I want you to season the chicken to taste. Just sprinkle it on generously. In a small bowl, you want to mix some oregano, cumin, and paprika. Go ahead and sprinkle some of the spice mixture on top and under the skin as well. It took me a very long time to get this recipe perfect while keeping it simple, and I'm thrilled to share it with you. Let's sear the chicken in a hot, heavy bottom pot with some oil. I cooked the chicken skin side down for 5 minutes on each side. I only added salt and pepper to the skin side. The other side, I just seasoned it with some of the spice mixture. Once you cook the chicken for 5 minutes on each side, go ahead and remove it from the pan. Go ahead and add 1/4 cup of sofrito. Sofrito is just a mixture of peppers, onions, and garlic. You can make it at home or you can find it in the frozen Latin section of your grocery store. It comes frozen and you just have to let it thaw. If you can't find it, just blend some onions and fresh garlic in a food processor. This part is optional, but I like to add a splash of dry white wine. You will need 1 packet of sazon, and remember, the cumin, paprika, and oregano we mixed in a bowl and seasoned the chicken with. Whatever is left over, go ahead and add it to the pot. Give everything a stir, and then you want to add 2 cups of medium grain rice. Not short grain, not long grain, definitely not basmati rice. Medium grain rice. Give it a good stir and cook for 1 minute. Make sure to coat every single grain of rice with the sofrito and spices so your chicken and rice have even coloring once it's cooked. Add cold water. No need for chicken stock. Cold water works here. 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 bay leaf. Some olives. I highly recommend adding the olives. Do not omit the olives. The olives add a little bit of acidity, which authentic arroz con pollo has. Unless you hate olives, do not omit them. Give it a good stir and then place the chicken back into the pot. Raise the heat to high and let the rice come to a boil. This should take about 5 minutes. Once the rice comes to a boil, reduce the heat to medium-low, cover with aluminum foil and a lid. Cover it tightly and cook it for 45 minutes. Once the 45 minutes are up, turn off the heat, remove the chicken from the pot, use a fork to fluff the rice. Add about 1/4 cup of frozen peas or fresh. Give it a good mix. Check for seasoning after giving it a good stir, and then place the chicken back into the pot and cover it. Let it sit for 5 minutes covered, and you will have fluffy, perfect, super flavorful chicken and rice. You can also do bone-in chicken legs. So in my opinion, making chicken and rice with bone-in chicken can be the most complex, but if you can get it just right, the world is yours. If you decide to use boneless, skinless chicken, do keep in mind that it will cook a lot quicker, but I can't promise that it will be as tasty. Garnish with fresh cilantro and add a couple of splashes of hot sauce if you'd like. If you do make this, make sure to tag me on Instagram or leave me a comment on my website. To get the complete recipe along with written instructions, go on over to my website, cookedbyjulie.com. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching.